How can we be almost out of capital?
Did you mortgage our home? We could lose everything.
I want to renegotiate my lousy deal.
I can't.
Can't or won't?
Ray.
What?
No!
Oh, damn it. What you ought to be doing is owning the land upon which that burger is cooked. You're not in the burger business. You're in the real estate business.
This is exactly what governments are all about. They think they're in the business of collecting taxes and creating social good, but actually they are like McDonald's. They're sitting on a huge amount of real estate that could be the core of their business. McDonald's discovered that they could really be a real estate company and not as a hamburger business. Tesco, Walmart, IKEA, they're all the same. The financial value of those companies are in the real estate, not in the operational business. This is the same with cities anywhere in the world. They are sitting on such huge amount of real estate, which if they manage professionally, we could have a much better public service. Economists, his name is Vito Tanzi, he was walking down Copacabana once. That is the most expensive street in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro. That street is filled with five-star hotels, except for one building, a local school. For him, that demonstrated the lack of understanding for a government of the potential value of public assets, because that school was probably not the best location for the pupils to be able to concentrate on the schoolwork, but it was also a missed opportunity to use that piece of real estate for a hotel, obviously, and that could actually fund probably 10 schools. This has been used all over the world, especially in Asia and Europe. Europe has experimented with managing commercial assets for more than 100 years. Singapore, probably one of the poorest cities in Asia in the 1960s, when it was thrown out of the Malaysian nation. In one generation, Singapore has gone from a developing country to a developed country, much thanks to making very professional use of their commercial assets. And they did in a very comprehensive way. They took all their commercial assets and put them into one holding company because they realized running a government is one thing, managing commercial assets is a completely different thing.
Hey, Dag, we did just have a quick clarifying question. Does the city continue to own the land beneath the commercial buildings, or does it give up that ownership?
No, you own everything.
Okay, so the city continues to own the land.
And the building.
Okay, thanks.
That question would never happen in Europe or Asia, because it would be quite self-evident that the government would own the building and the land and just run it in a different way with a professional management. But in America, as soon as you want to run something commercially, you sell it to the private sector. Think of a parking lot in the middle of a city, which every American city has today. Think of the value of that space, and think of the value if you build a 20-story building with both apartments and offices. That's a huge improvement in value. And instead of giving that value improvement away to the private sector, the public sector is doing the development and actually capturing that value increase and using it to the benefit of society as a whole. This is what Singapore has done over the last 50, 60 years. They have used all these commercial assets and captured the profit, the yield, the value increase, and used it instead of collecting so much taxes. It's using all these public assets for the benefit of society instead of increasing taxes. That's why they have such a low tax rate. Hamburg took the old harbor, which was in the middle of the city, and developed housing, offices, schools, kindergartens without one tax dollar. Copenhagen did the same and built tens of thousands of residential units, everything, whole hospitals, again, without tax dollars. Hong Kong, MTR, is a railway system built from scratch without using one tax dollar. It's a bigger subway system than New York. and much better run, much more efficient, and with lower prices for the people using it. And they have done this by developing assets above each station. Cities in the US could do if they try to manage that real estate more professionally. The question is, why don't we all see it this way? We don't have balance sheets in the public sector. We only see the debt and we see the cash. But if we had an accounting system like we do in the private sector, we would see that there is a balance sheet and there is a P&L with cash, debt, and liabilities. And this is where the public sector goes wrong. Because the governments around the world are sitting on 150 trillion worth of assets. And we only have debt, some 50 or 60 trillion, which means that we have at least 100 trillion in net worth that is just going to waste because we don't see life in this way. It's not that we're trying to say governments are just like a corporate. We just need different pairs of glasses